HOA waited 10 hours to ambush me. Then my Marine friend got out and they ran like chickens. I knew the HOA had it out for me, but I never expected them to stalk my driveway like predators waiting for a weak moment. It started the morning I parked my truck in front of my own house because my garage door opener jammed. No big deal, right? But apparently, it was the crime of the century to the HOA board. By noon, they had already sent me 2 emails claiming I was obstructing community aesthetics. I ignored them and went about my day, but when I came home that night, something felt off. My security camera showed 3 HOA board members pacing around my driveway for hours. They were literally waiting 10 hours of loitering just to catch me violating some imaginary rule. The moment my truck pulled in, they rushed out from behind a hedge like wild animals. One of them even held a clipboard like it was a weapon. I stepped out calmly, but they surrounded me like they were making a citizen's arrest. They started shouting about fines, towing, hearings, and mandatory compliance. Then they crossed the line. They threatened to enter my property to inspect for additional violations. That's when the anger hit me like a punch to the chest, but I kept my cool. Because my friend Marcus, a retired Marine, was sitting in the passenger seat. I didn't plan it. But when Marcus stepped out broad-shouldered, stone-faced, calm as a statue, the HOA instantly regretted their little ambush. The president squeaked out a pathetic, "We were just having a conversation." Marcus didn't say a word. He just folded his arms and stared at them like he could see through their souls. They panicked so hard, they tripped over each other backing up. But I wasn't done. The next morning, I printed out the HOA bylaws, the deed, and the property map. According to every legal document, parking in my driveway was not only allowed, it wasn't even under their jurisdiction. My street sat outside the original HOA boundaries, and they'd been enforcing phantom rules for months. I sent everything to my lawyer, along with the 10-hour surveillance footage. He nearly choked laughing. The plan was simple. We filed a cease and desist for harassment. We sent the security footage to the police, labeling it as stalking and trespassing. We sent a formal violation of authority claim to the county housing office. And we demanded they stop all enforcement attempts on properties outside their boundary lines. The consequences were beautiful. The HOA board received an official warning from the county. They were forced to rescind every fine they'd ever sent me. They had to issue a written apology for unauthorized enforcement actions. And 3 board members resigned before they could be charged with trespassing. And the payoff? When they passed my driveway after that, they walked faster, quieter, and never looked me in the eye. All it took was a Marine stepping out of my truck to remind them they weren't the military. They were just nosy neighbors with clipboards. If you love HOA justice stories, like the video and subscribe.